Hello and welcome. We are discussing PYQs of percentages and the theme is base value based problems. We have already solved 6 problems. Let's move on to the next one. Yes. This says when 70% of a number x. So 70% of a number x, meaningly 70% of x is added to another number y, meaningly plus y, the sum becomes 165% of y. So it is equals to 165% of y. This is given in the question. So 70% becomes 70 by 100. 70 by 100 is 0.7 of x, meaningly 0.7x plus y comes out to be equal to, it becomes 165 upon 100, meaningly 1.65 y. Now if I solve this further, so it becomes 0.7x, which is equals to 1.65 y minus y, which is equals to 0.65 y. Now from here 0.7x is equals to 0.65 y. So x upon y comes out to be equal to, see, it becomes 0.65 upon 0.70, we can write it. So it becomes 65 upon 70. So 13 upon 14, which is less than 1, which means x is less than y. Okay, now let's move on to the next statement. It says when 60% of the number x, 60% meaningly 60 by 100 of x, 60 by 100 is 0.6. So 60% of number x, meaningly 0.6x, is added to another number z plus z, it becomes 165% of the value of g. 165% of z or z, meaningly 165 upon 100 into z. 165 upon 100 is 1.65 z. If I solve this further, it becomes 0.6x equals to 0.65 z, which further equal to x upon z becomes 0.65 upon 0.60. I can further write it down like x upon z is equals to 13 upon 12, which is greater than 1. So from here it means x is greater than z. Now we have two inequality. One says x is greater than z and another says x is less than y. So only option A is justifying these two inequation or inequalities. See, from one, x is greater than z, this is justified, and in the one also x is less than y, this is less than y, hence answer is option A. I hope guys this is clear. Kindly write it down. Please make it quick. Okay, let's move on. Next question is this. It says Raju has 9,000 rupees with him. He wants to buy a mobile handset, but he finds that he has only 75% of what? Of the total amount required to buy the handset. Let's say x is the total amount required to buy the handset. Then what is 75% of x? It is equals to 12,000. Sorry, it is equals to 9,000, because this money is nothing but this money is 75% of the total required money. Let's say total required money is x, so 75% of x is what? 9,000. Now if we solve this, so 25 3, 25 4, 3 3, so total money required to buy that handset should be 12,000. Now the next line, therefore he borrows 2,000 from a friend. Now he already had 9,000, he borrowed 2,000. Now the total money with him is 11,000, but the total required money is 12,000. So after borrowing his sum is still less than the required money. Hence option A is the right choice. He still does not have enough amount to buy the handset. Kindly write it down. Okay, now let's move on. This is the next question. It says a student has to get 40% marks to pass in an examination. See, this is the pass percentage. So to calculate the actual marks of for passing, we should know the maximum marks also. So let's say maximum marks of that examination was X. So passing marks should be 40%, which means 40% of X. Now suppose he get 30 marks and fails by 30 marks. He scored 30 marks and he got failed. Meaningly, to pass that examination, he had to score 30 more marks. He got 30 marks and failed by 30 marks. Meaningly, to pass that examination, he required 30 more number. If he got 30 more number, his marks will be equal to passing marks, which is 40% of X. Now, if we solve this, it becomes 60 is equals to 40 by 100. 40% is nothing but it is 2 by 5. So 30 and X from here is what? 150. So if we see, then what is the maximum marks in the examination? So X was the maximum marks of the examination. Hence, answer should be option C. Kindly mark it. Let's move on to the next case. Let's talk about this. This is the next theme under percentage. It is called percentage change. It is very similar to that earlier theme, which is base value based problem. Let's learn how to tackle these kind of cases. So in this case, percentage change, do remember a formula, and that formula is final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100. This is a formula for calculating percentage change. Final value FB minus initial value IB upon initial value IB into 100. Suppose the price, suppose 1 month ago price of tomato were 150. Now price of tomato is 200. I want to find out percentage change in the price of tomato. So how are we going to do this? Final value, which is 200, minus initial value, which is 150, upon initial value, which is 150 into 100. If we solve this, so it becomes 50 upon 150 into 100, which is 33.33%. So price of tomato has been grown by how many percent? 33.33%. I hope guys this is clear. Let's try to handle a question. So kindly read it. It says a number is mistakenly divided by 4. So suppose the number was 100. Let's say, suppose the number was 100. A number was mistakenly divided by 4. So by mistake, what has been done? The number is divided by 4. So 100 by 4, the result obtained is what? 25. So this was the mistake. We want to avoid it. Meaningly, this was the final value. Okay. Instead of multiplying by 4, so what should have actually done? So actually or actual result should be 100 into 4, that is 400. This should be the actual result, meaningly this should be done in the very beginning. It means it should be the initial value. Okay, what is the percentage change in the result due to this mistake? So because of this mistake, what is the percentage change? Now how to solve this? So I've told you, final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100 is what we are looking for. Okay, now let's solve this. So 0 0 gone, 0 0 gone, it comes out to be equal to negative 375 upon 4. Yes, now if we solve this further, 4 9s are 36, it becomes 15, 4 3s are 12, 4 5s are something, so it becomes 93. Just a second, 30, see, 36 15, 4 3s are 12, 34 7s are, so 93.75 percentage. So the result got changed by how much percentage? By this percentage. Now what does this negative sign indicating? Meaningly the new result is this much percent less than the actual result. If the positive value was there, so it means the new result was this much more than the old result. Negative meaningly the new result that we have obtained is this much less than the actual result that we want. So answer over here should be option D. I hope guys this is clear. Thank you so much.